Hawke, the new scion of the Amell family. Congratulations. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Everyone seems concerned about the Qunari. What's the Templar stance?
They are heathens. They will stop at nothing less than the eradication of the Chantry. But we can't know the immediate goals of the Qunari in Kirkwall. Should it come to open conflict, we are the largest army in the city. We will be the ones to lead its defense.
Your Sir Ulrich was working on a plan to turn all mages tranquil.
I will not ask how you came by the personal effects of a man recently murdered within our own walls. It's true there has been some discussion of the idea, but as you can see, it has gone no further than that.
You expect us to believe that?
Believe what you like, mage. The harrowing has served us well enough for centuries. It will be up to mages themselves whether they push us to more stringent measures.
It sounds like you support this.
The Tranquil Ritual was created as a mercy so that mages need not be killed out of hand for a threat they might pose. There is an argument to be made for applying it more widely.
Are you going to listen to this? He's no better than Sir Ulrich.
Do you think it's easy to contain a mage who truly wants to deal with demons? We have done our best. But many mages have made it clear they view the ritual as no better than death. They want no controls on them at all.
I keep hearing about the Knight Commander. When do I get to meet her?
I'm afraid she's become more reclusive since you came to Kirkwall, Hawke. These last 3 years especially, she's been very suspicious of outside influences. I almost wonder if something happened.
Hello, Emmerich. Aveline says you need my help again.
I've spent the past few years continuing my investigation into the murders of Ninette, Merrin, and the other women. I believe I finally have a suspect. A man called Gascard Dupuis.
Is this man in hiding? Am I to find him for you?
No, I know where Dupuis is. I just can't get to him. When I became convinced of his guilt, I went to the city guard and demanded that they do something.
My men raided that house. There was nothing, and I've heard no end because of it. You were reprimanded, I hope?
Meredith forbade me from continuing my investigation. But she didn't say I couldn't seek outside help.
Were you the only person investigating these murders?
Yes, unfortunately. The Templar Order believes this is a matter for the City Guard. And the City Guard, well, they rejected my evidence and dismissed the murders as isolated incidents. They don't care either.
I've seen your evidence. Scattered notes, conjecture, nothing remotely usable. You can't expect us to act on your hunches alone. Look what happened when we did.
The guards who searched Gascard's place were incompetent. They didn't know what they were looking for.
Fine, if you insist.
I retrieved a sack of human remains for you. Didn't you show it to the guard?
I did. They said the remains could have been gathered together by scavengers looking for bits of gold and jewelry. They said there was no way to tell if the remains even belonged to the missing women.
I'm sorry, Emmerich, but that's the truth of it.
What have you learned about Gascard Dupuis?
He's a reclusive nobleman who's rarely seen outside his estate in Hightown. He knew 2 of the murdered women and made inquiries about the others. It cannot be a coincidence.
It should be investigated at least.
Thank you. I faced nothing but ridicule. To hear someone say that is encouraging.
And I'm supposed to be the outside help.
My hands are tied. I can't do this on my own. What if one of the women who died was someone you loved? If Gascard Dupuis is guilty, he must be stopped before he kills again.
Then we will investigate Dupuis, if only to put this to rest.
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. At least I'll know for sure.
If it means that much to you, I'll help.
You'll need to go to Gascard Dupuis' estate after nightfall. Please figure out what Dupuis is hiding. If he's innocent, find evidence to prove me wrong. It's just that simple.
Help me, please! He's gone mad!
You're not him. Shit,
I know what this looks like, but I didn't hurt her.
Do you take me for a fool?
No, I didn't mean... I don't know why you're here, but there's a killer out there, and I think he's playing us both. Just let me explain.
All right. We'll see if you can talk yourself out of this.
20 silver if he says, "It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man."
Several years ago, my sister was murdered. The bastard's now in Kirkwall, killing again. The same way he killed my sister. It starts with a bouquet of white lilies. He sends them to each new victim. Alessa was going to be next. I took her, so he'd have to come to me. I was finally going to face my sister's killer, but then you showed up.
He's lying. He hurt me.
I've explained this. I need your blood to track you down. If he took you, it was for your protection.
Let go of me.
She'll go straight to the city guard. They'll ruin everything.
Who killed your sister?
A powerful and experienced blood mage. I believe he uses the women for some ritual. His victims are attractive, healthy women with few social ties.
I could report you to the Templars for blood magic.
Yes, I've used blood magic and lyrium to augment my powers. I'm not proud of what I've done, but I had to. He took my sister from me.
Can't you just tell the city guard what you told me?
Yes, can't you?
Why? I don't want him arrested. This isn't about justice. I need to be the one to bleed him dry.
Selfish little shit. How many of you risked by keeping this to yourself?
Emmerich was certain you were the killer.
Of course he was. But I was trying to find the killer just like him. Our paths crossed and he just assumed I was the murderer.
You really did make yourself a target, though. Kidnapping people and all.
I suppose that's fair.
I can help you track down your sister's killer.
No, I can manage on my own. I'm headed to Darktown. If you learn anything new about the killer, find me there. I have a score to settle with him.
Aren't you Hawke? Emmerich left not long ago. He said you'd arranged to meet tonight. Perhaps you're mistaken. I am not mistaken. You sent him a message a half hour ago. Look. I didn't send this. You didn't? Strange.
That's not a good sign.
Well, I don't know. Emmerich's been acting strangely for months. It's probably just a misunderstanding. Some mage sent that thing here to kill him. Why would anyone... Oh, Maker. The murders. Emmerich was right. He was getting too close. He suspected a man named Gascard Dupuis. Did he do this? Gascard was only a small piece of the puzzle. I think he's innocent. We should have believed Emmerich. I thought he was just trying for one last shot at glory. Whoever did this is a dangerous apostate that Meredith will want found. I will see to it personally.
My guardsman will find Alessa, the woman who was with Gascard. She might still be in danger.
Thank you for your help in this matter. If you learn anything more, please come to me.
Enchantment! No, Leandra. Leandra.
What's wrong, Uncle?
There you are. Where's your mother? Is she feeling all right?
I'm sure she's all right. Why are you so upset?
Your mother didn't show up for our weekly visit. Is she ill? She is here, isn't she?
No, Gamlen. We haven't seen her all day.
Where could she be?
With her suitor, perhaps?
Suitor? Leandra never mentioned a suitor.
Well, those lilies arrived for her this morning.
White lilies. I know something about that.
Don't just leave me waiting. What is it?
There's a killer in Kirkwall who sends his victims white lilies before he takes them. He's murdered several women already. I know someone who might be able to help. Gascard Dupuis.
No. You're wrong. Leandra is fine.
Aveline will get the city guard to keep an eye out.
Don't worry, Uncle.
All right. That girl will know what to do. Maybe Leandra took another path to my house. I could have just missed her. I'm going back to Lowtown.
You should help Gamlin look for your mother. You might be able to track her more easily once night falls and the streets empty out. All right. The boy and I will stay here in case she returns.
Gasguard.
Hawk, what are you doing here? Do you have something?
My mother's gone. She received white lilies this morning.
So soon? I wasn't expecting this. Remember Alessa, the woman you rescued? Just as I predicted, he took her not long after you found us. I have enough of her blood for one ritual. I can use it to track them.
I don't like it. My men will find Leandra.
But when will they find her? My magic can lead us straight to her, right now.
You could have tracked the killer this whole time. Why haven't you done it?
I lost the power to confront him when you destroyed my shades. But with your help, we could go now. He'll be no match for us.
Tracking Alessa will require you to use blood magic, won't it?
Yes, Sarah. I know of no other way.
I'll find the killer some other way. Keep your blood magic.
I understand. I'll be here if you change your mind.
I told you already! I saw her!
Did you see where she went?
What do I get for telling you?
Here's a few silver. Buy yourself some food. And new shoes.
That's real silver, that is! I'm your man, through and through. Tell you everything I know. That lady was here. She looked like she was going to take the bridge to Hightown. But then a man came up to her. He stumbled and fell over right at her feet like he was dead. His hands were all bloody, like he'd been in a fight. The lady shook him, and I think he said, "Help!" She got him to his feet, and he was wobbly. It was funny. Anyway, they left, and that's all I saw.
What did the man look like?
He was a man. He had hair and a nose. And nice clothes. But they were all stained from the blood.
It's not too late. She could still be alive.
Why would anyone take her? It doesn't make sense.
The man left some blood. Where he fell over. You could follow it.
Why don't you do what the boy says? I'm going to go home in case Leandra shows up.
Never thought I'd say this, but Gamlen's right. My men can look for Leandra while we check the blood. Any lead helps.
You've been here before, haven't you?
This is where you found the human remains all those years ago. We should have known there was something else here.
Mother must be here somewhere. We need to look around. Mother! Alessa! I know this locket. It belongs to Mother. What is this?
That woman in the portrait looks like Leandra, doesn't she?
A shrine dedicated to a wife? A sister?
I need to find her, now.
I was wondering when you'd show up. Leandra was so sure you'd come for her.
Where is she?
You will never understand my purpose. Your mother was chosen because she was special. And now, she is part of something greater.
Spare me the demented rambling. Where is she?
She's here. She's waiting for you. I have done the impossible. I have touched the face of the Maker and lived. Do you know what the strongest force in the universe is? Love. I pieced her together from memory. I found her eyes, her skin, her delicate fingers. And at last, her face. Oh, this beautiful face. I've searched far and wide to find you again, beloved. And no force on this earth will part us.
Mother!
There's nothing I can do. His magic was keeping her alive.
I knew you would come.
Don't move, Mother. We'll find a way to...
Shh. Don't fret, darling. That man would have kept me trapped in here. Now, I'm free. I get to see Bethany again. And your father. But you'll be here alone.
I should have watched over you more closely. I should have...
My little girl has become so strong. I love you. You've always made me so proud.
Did you find her?
I'm sorry, Uncle. She's gone.
You were right about the flowers and everything. I can't believe she's gone.
I was too late.
So you're to blame. If you'd been quicker or stronger, you could have... She could be... Why her? Why Leandra?
The killer used Mother to magically reconstruct his dead wife. They had the same... face.
What sort of nightmarish magic is that? Oh, Maker! Maybe the Templars are right. Lock the mages up. Throw away the key.
Magic didn't kill Mother. A madman did. He could have just as easily killed her with a knife.
You said she was used. This goes beyond just murder. It's desecration. I wish you never told me what that twisted son of a bitch did to her. I wish I hadn't asked. I hope you killed him. Good. I hope it hurt. Carver needs to be told. I'll send a message to the Grey Wardens and hope it reaches him. Take care, my dear.
I know nothing I say will change it. I'm sorry. You were lucky to have her as long as you did. When the pain fades, that's what will matter.
I didn't try hard enough to save her.
She wouldn't want you to blame yourself.
I appreciate it, Anders.
I'm here for you. Whatever you need.
Hawke, I'm really sorry about your mother.
You're just saying that because you're afraid of me.
It's not my fault. I didn't know he was going to take your mother.
Fenris, what would you do to him?
That pain you feel is just the beginning, mage.
What do you want from me? Yes! I lied! I knew Quentin from the start! It was never about revenge. I never had a sister. The portrait in my house belonged to a woman I experimented on when Quentin refused to teach me necromancy. Killing me isn't going to bring your mother back.
Nothing will bring her back.
Hawke. I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you. I just have flashes of impossibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Cailan's service. Do you know what I remember? When he read to me, stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that. He died of the wasting in Adeniram ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game. He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
I could use one.
As much, or as little as you want. No one tells you how to mourn. And when someone says, move on, you take their hand and say, my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.